In 1977, we got a message from space with literal instructions on how to respond, and we spent 47 years arguing about whether it was real. The wow signal. You know it? That's the famous 72-second burst from space that scientists have been debating, was it aliens, a comet, or Earth interference? Here's the thing, nobody actually tried to read it. Like, what does 6EQUJ5 actually mean? So I did, and oh my god, we're idiots. The signal is 6EQUJ5. Those values sum to exactly 100. Okay, cool. Random number, right? Except immediately after the signal, the computer recorded 011001000. That's 100 in binary. They sent us a checksum. You know, like when you download a file and it verifies whether it got corrupted, they literally open their message with, here's how to verify data integrity. And we've been sitting here for 47 years like, but is it aliens though? But wait, it gets so much better. The peak of the signal is the letter U. That's the 21st letter of the alphabet. A, B, C, 21st letter, U, right? This signal was broadcast at the hydrogen line, 21 centimeter wavelengths. They peaked the signal at the 21st letter to match the 21 centimeter wavelength. That's not coincidence. That's someone putting the signature on a document. We're out here like, could have been a comet that understands Fibonacci and the alphabet. Yeah, sure. And here's where it goes from neat to we should be embarrassed. 72 seconds long, that's the transmission duration we should be using. 6 data points, that's how many packets to send back. Value in base 36 encoding, that's the format. And the sum equals verification code, that includes a checksum. It's communication protocols, like Wi-Fi setup instructions. We've literally been arguing about whether someone sent us mail and they sent us a user's manual on how to reply. Here's another thing that blew my mind. The signal goes from 6, 14, 26, and peaks at 30, then drops down to 19. The ratio, 19 divided by 30, it's phi. It's the golden ratio, 0.618. The pattern that shows up literally everywhere in galaxy spirals, nautilus shells, pine cones, you name it. They encoded it into the signal pattern itself, and it's like a watermark that screams, this is intelligent design. Oh yeah, but probably just some space weather that understands sacred geometry. The values themselves, they might be giving us a map. 5 light years, that's Alpha Centauri. 6 light years, Bernard's star. 14 light years, Epsilon Eridani. And 30 light years is Tau Ceti. Every single one of these is a real star system with confirmed exoplanets that we've been studying. They're not saying we're here, they're saying we're in one of these systems. Pick up the phone. It's like somebody sending you their address and you spend 50 years being like, I wonder if I just got a message. Okay, last thing, and it's the weirdest one. If you convert the signal to base 4, the same way DNA works with 4 nucleotides, the sequence becomes GGG-GCT. That codes for glycine and alanine, the 2 simplest amino acids, the ones that probably formed first anywhere organic chemistry happens. They're not just speaking math, they're speaking in the language of life itself. It's like saying, we're carbon-based like you. We've evolved the same chemistry like you, and we understand who you are and what you are. And we're sitting here be like, oh yeah, but was that a signal though? Here's why we missed it. We were waiting for it to repeat, because that's what beacons do. Beep, 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 forever, right? But that's not how intelligent communication works. We don't send an email 50 times. We send it once and wait for a response. The wow signal was 72 seconds because that's the complete message. It had everything: identification, verification, protocols, location data, biological signature. It was supposed to be a one and done message. Message sent, your turn. We've been standing at the mailbox being like, well, if it was real mail, they would send it again, right? No, dude, they sent it. We are supposed to write back. Check this out. WoW and ASCII, if you add up the values, it equals 350. Divide that by the golden ratio, 216. That's 6 cubed. 6 is the third power. 6 is the first value in the signal. Even the name we gave it mathematically connects back to the message. I don't know if that's the universe being poetic or if Jerry Emmons subconsciously picked up on the pattern, but it makes me feel things. So what do we do now? Here's the thing, we can respond right now. The signal tells us everything we need. What frequency we use? 1420 megahertz. How to structure it? 72 seconds, 6 packets. What pattern to send? Base 36 with a checksum. Where to aim? Sagittarius, where it came from. You could literally do this with a ham radio equipment, like personally, in your backyard. There are people with gear sitting in their garage who could send humanity's response, and we're just not. Because we're still debating if it's real after half a century while holding the instruction manual. The WoW signal wasn't a mystery. It was a protocol specification. It wasn't asking, are you there? It was saying, here's how we talk. Here's where we are, who we are, and where to find us. And for 47 years, we've been treating it like a freaking Rorschach test. Instead of reading the actual words on the page. The message wasn't, we exist. The message was, call us back using these instructions. So should we? Like if you think we should. Comment if you want to see part 2 on how to build a response transmitter with $500 in your backyard. And follow for more mind-bending content.